What's going on, Tech fans, man? Good morning. So we're going to be talking about Dalen Penson, man, officially signed up with Georgia Tech, man. USC made a strong push for Penson. They really wanted to land him. He took an official visit over the weekend, and I know they pushed him hard from what I heard through sources. They really wanted to keep him and bring him out there to Southern California. But Tech did a good job of keeping him in it, making sure they kept constant communication with him and having him stay on the flats. Now, as y'all can see from this quote, I will be signed with Georgia Tech because of the possibility of playing both ways and what Coach Key is building. We're going to break that down. I think a lot of these players and these athletes, especially in this 2025 class, is seeing what Coach Key is doing, how competitive they are, and how they're that close, right? And when you see a program that close, you're like, hey, let me go there and let me go be a difference maker. And that's what Dalen Penson can be. Now, I'm going to do a whole profile breakdown, like I'm doing a whole national signing day on the whole class for Georgia Tech tonight at 7:15. So y'all go subscribe. Make sure y'all go look at the YouTube. It's going to be live there. I'm going to be live there, probably on Twitter as well. I'm going to see what I'm going to do there. But I will be live tonight, man. So y'all definitely check that out. You know what I'm saying? Going through the whole class, man. But Penson is an elite cover corner, right? And like I said, his potential and ceiling, y'all going to hear it today on Believe Georgia Tech, when I was talking to Jackson, is that I think he can shut down one side of the field if he reaches his maximum potential. That's how elite this kid can be. You know what I'm saying? Super physical, has really good instincts, plays the ball in the air well. Like he does, he checks off a lot of boxes. That's the reason why he's a top 80 player nationally and one of the best in his position. Like that's how elite Penson can be. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be intriguing to see. I think one thing I do want to note for Georgia Tech and Penson is I think this kid, they're going to have to find a way to get him on the field. And when I say that, like find a way to get him to play early. It doesn't have to be a starter. It could be a rotational player. But I think he needs to see the field early on to take his lumps, figure things out. And that way, like, you know what I'm saying, you won't see a situation where Penson's committed there. He signs already, which is today is signing day. And you look in a year later, oh, he's hitting the portal. Like, you don't want that. This elite type of talent, you want him to stay for years to come and be a part of building something special on the flats. So I think it's going to be important, that as well. And then also, like I said, just keeping the word, like, offensive coordinator Buster Faulkner and some of the offensive staff making sure that they actually use him, because he said the possibility of him playing both ways. So that could easily be him being a gadget guy, him being a playmaker. And one thing I do like about Faulkner is that they rotate their players, right? They rotate Isaiah Canyon, Abdul Jahanna, Bailey Stockton. They rotate them players in, you know, sometimes in certain sub packages, and then Eric Singleton, Malik Rutherford, and Chase Lane, the normal starters come out, but there will be an open receiver spot up, you know, but obviously with Chase Lane graduating this year and everything like that, and this being his final season with Georgia Tech. So they do have that going for them as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. But like I said, when you have a weapon like this, you got to make sure you use it. And I think, like I said, Travis Hunter is one of those guys, those pioneers. Obviously, before him, you had Charles Woodson, Champ Bailey. But Travis, I think, took it to another level. And you're seeing these kids, they want to play both sides, man. They want to be elite, and they feel like that's going to make them get to the league. And that's the key, the versatility, being able to do so many things well that you can split out wide and play receiver, but also be a shutdown corner. Those don't grow on trees, man. But these kids see that. They're motivated by what another special player doing who's likely going to win the Heisman and Travis Hunter, and they want to also emulate and do that as well. So it's going to be something interesting to watch. But when it comes to Penson, man, like I said, an elite talent. This was good by Georgia Tech being able to keep and land his services, especially with USC pushing hard for him. Such an elite talent, but I think he's going to be developed the right way. And the reason I say that is because Coach Corey Peoples is elite. He knows what he's doing. I don't think he's had this type of talent at his disposal in terms of a recruiting class, right? Now, he's had guys he's hitting the portal. Clayton Powell-Lee is a really good safety. I really like him. Omar Daniels is talented. Tay Seymour is as well. I like Amari Harvey. I think he's continued to come into his own. But in terms of the crop of talent, having at his disposal, with this recruiting class, I don't think Coach Peoples has had that yet, at least in his Georgia Tech career. Now, I can't attest to what he's had and experienced in his other levels of where he's coached at, but I think he's going to have a lot of fun putting this together, seeing these guys compete, seeing them come on early, and seeing what they're able to do. Because like he told me, you got to be able to do multiple things well on the college level. It's not just one coverage, two coverage. You got to be able to check. You got to be able to see what the offense is doing and adjust right then and there and know where the ball is going to. You got to be a film junkie, and that's what he's getting with a lot of these players, man. So I can't wait to see what Penson's going to do. Exciting news for Georgia Tech to continue to land him. I think their class is pretty much set at 24. I don't see any late flips or anything like that for the Yellow Jackets. I think they feel locked in with what they got. They're excited about what they got. And Penson is officially coming to the flats, man. So that's my instant reaction, man. He's going to be a lot of fun to cover. Y'all know I'll be right back on the flats this year to cover Georgia Tech. It's going to be fun to watch this kid. Obviously, Tate Harris, Andre Fuller, Carrington Coombs, Derry Norris, so many more, man. But like I said, tonight, Make sure y'all check me out, man. Today at 7:15, tonight at 7:15 p.m., I'll be doing a live on the National Signing Day special of all the recruits, and I'm talking a little bit about the portal, who Georgia Tech could potentially target. Make sure y'all tap in, man. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.